7 secret signs that show she wants to take you to bed. Does it seem impossible to decode? Many times, women give clear hints, but most men don't know how to recognize them. In this video, you'll discover exactly what these signs are, from the subtlest gestures to silent messages that reveal her desires. And the best part, once you understand this, you'll never doubt her intentions again. Want to know how to turn these clues into real opportunities? Stay with me until the end and see how everything can change. Nonverbal communication is one of the most powerful tools a woman can use to show interest without saying a word. Picture yourself at a bar with friends, and that girl you barely know keeps looking in your direction. What does that mean? The secret lies in nonverbal cues, which are often more honest than any spoken words. Women, in subtle ways, use their bodies to express desires they might not verbalize. One of the most common signs is how she positions her body. If she leans toward you, plays with her hair repeatedly, or adjusts her clothes while talking to you, she might be trying to grab your attention. These often unconscious gestures are like small invitations for you to get closer. Now, compare that to a situation where she's distracted or has her arms crossed. The difference is obvious, isn't it? Another important detail is how she touches or interacts with objects around her. Playing with her glass, sliding her fingers along the edge of a napkin, or lightly biting her lips can be clear signs that the conversation is sparking something more. Have you ever noticed these gestures and wondered if it was just coincidence? Well, most of the time it's not. The trick is to observe and act with confidence. When she sends these signals, avoid getting stuck in assumptions or hesitation. Show that you noticed, not in an obvious way, but by maintaining eye contact and smiling confidently. This creates a subtle connection and encourages her to keep expressing herself without words. Sign number 1, the look. Eyes have a power that goes beyond words, and in the game of seduction, they're powerful weapons. When a woman is interested in you on a more intimate level, her gaze becomes expressive, almost magnetic. It's not just about maintaining eye contact. It's about the intensity with which she looks and what that gaze conveys. This kind of connection goes beyond the obvious and creates a subtle yet undeniable tension between you. For instance, in a relaxed setting like a party, you might notice she watches you for a few seconds longer than necessary. That extra second is a sign that she's not just looking, she's soaking in your presence. If her gaze shifts to your lips or repeatedly returns to you, it's like she's sending a silent message. That's the moment you need to pay attention and respond with subtlety. Another common behavior is the furtive glance, where she observes discreetly, thinking you don't notice. These flashes of interest are often accompanied by a shy smile when she realizes she's been caught. This playful interaction creates a light, yet intentional atmosphere. Capturing these moments and responding with a confident smile can turn a simple look into an invitation for deeper interaction. The secret is not to break the natural flow of the moment. If she maintains eye contact, hold her gaze for a few seconds, showing confidence. This creates a silent dialogue between you where words become unnecessary. Remember, looks are like open doors. It's up to you to decide if you'll walk through. Sign number 2, laughter and playfulness. Humor is a powerful bridge for creating connection and intimacy. When a woman feels attracted to you, her laughter and playful remarks take on a different energy. She's not just laughing at your jokes. She's using the moment to get closer emotionally and break down barriers. This light-hearted and teasing dynamic is one of the clearest signs that she's comfortable and maybe wants something more. Think of that moment when you tell a joke that wasn't even that funny, but she laughs as if it were the best thing ever. The exaggerated laughter, accompanied by touches on your arm or shoulder, is a way of showing that the connection is flowing. Moreover, interested women often make provocative comments or light jokes to test your response and increase the level of intimacy between you. Subtle teasing is also a powerful tool. If she starts joking about something you said or makes small challenges, like, "I bet you can't beat me at this," it's not just for fun, but an attempt to create a closer bond. This kind of interaction is an invitation for you to join the rhythm and show your ability to keep the conversation interesting without trying too hard. To take advantage of this atmosphere, be natural, and engage in the playfulness, without seeming like you're trying to impress. Respond to the teasing with confidence, and use the laughter as fuel to create a more intimate environment. When the laughter and playfulness arise, it's a sign the connection is growing. Sign number 3, physical proximity. When a woman is interested in you intimately, the space between you becomes smaller, almost imperceptibly. This physical closeness isn't just about being by your side. It's about the intention behind the movement. She might lean forward while talking or simply choose to sit next to you, even when there are other seats available. This dance of personal space is a subtle invitation that demonstrates comfort and interest. Imagine a scenario where you're at a social event, and every time you move, she seems to accidentally end up near you. It could be a casual conversation where she closes the distance, or a moment when she leans in more than necessary to hear what you're saying. These gestures aren't accidental. They reveal she's trying to create a more physical connection without stating it directly. Another clue lies in spontaneous touches. When she touches you to emphasize something she said or accidentally brushes against you while walking beside you, it's a sign she's trying to break down physical barriers. Even lightly leaning on you or touching your arm to get your attention are clear hints. It's as if she's testing the waters and gauging your reaction to the contact. To respond, it's important to respect her pace, but also show reciprocity. Don't pull away or create distance, as that might be interpreted as disinterest. Instead, maintain proximity naturally and see if she increases the frequency of these gestures. The space between you may be small, but it's in that space that interest begins to take shape. Sign number 4, conversations that heat up. Sometimes the biggest clue lies in what she chooses to talk about. When a woman is interested in taking the relationship to the next level, the tone of the conversation shifts. From superficial topics, she might start bringing up more personal or even provocative subjects. At this point, the content of her words carries a message that goes beyond what's being said. Pay attention to the nuances and intentions behind each phrase. For instance, if she starts asking about your romantic experiences or preferences, it's a sign she's curious about what you like. Comments like, "Have you always been this confident?" or "What's the most daring thing you've ever done?" are ways to flirt verbally. This not only shows interest, but also seeks to create an intimate vibe by bringing you into a closer emotional space. Another common strategy is making playful or lightly suggestive comments. Something like, "You must be the type to leave people speechless, right?" might seem casual, but carries deeper intention. These remarks create playful tension, a game of words that tests how you respond while simultaneously hinting at deeper interest. It's not just about the words, but the impact they have. To reciprocate, don't fall into the trap of being overly bold right away. Keep the tone light and confident, responding with intelligence and charm. Allow the atmosphere to flow naturally, but be aware of when the conversation shifts from subtle flirting to something more direct. Sign number 5, interest in your actions. One of the most intriguing signs that she's interested in something more is how much attention she pays to what you do. This behavior goes beyond just listening to your words. It's about how she observes your gestures, actions, and even small decisions. It shows that she's trying to understand more about you, and often wants you to take the lead in the interaction. This focus on details is no accident. It's her way of communicating interest without needing to say it outright. Imagine a casual situation, like meeting for coffee or dinner. If you notice she's following your every move, from how you hold your glass to how you adjust your chair, it's a sign your presence has fully captured her attention. Women who are interested often seek clues about your personality in details you might not even be aware of. She's not just watching, she's absorbing. Another hint is when she starts asking specific questions about you, but with a curious, almost investigative tone. She might want to know about your hobbies, preferences, or even ask something like, "You seem like the kind of guy who likes challenges, am I right?" These questions often come with subtle compliments because, while seeking information, she's also trying to validate your choices and position you as someone who takes the lead. To respond to this interest, it's crucial to show confidence and naturalness in your gestures and answers. Don't overdo your movements or try to adopt a perfect attitude. Just be authentic and exude self-assurance. That's what she's looking for. When she pays this much attention to you, it's because she's ready to follow the rhythm you set. Have you ever noticed how small gestures can hold so much power in an interaction? Sign number 6, a desire for privacy. When a woman is interested in taking the interaction to a more intimate level, she often creates opportunities for the two of you to be alone. It's not something explicit or direct. Usually, it's a subtle invitation, like suggesting a quieter place or finding an excuse to move away from the group. This desire for privacy is a way to reduce distractions and increase the emotional and physical connection between you. Picture a night out at a crowded bar. She might say something like, "It's really noisy here. Why don't we go somewhere quieter?" Or even suggest stepping onto the balcony to talk more easily. These moments are more than just logistical choices. They're ways of creating an environment where you can explore intimacy without external pressures. Pay attention to these signs, as they're often the beginning of something deeper. Another common hint is when she finds small excuses to extend the time you spend together. For example, if she suggests grabbing dessert after dinner or going for a walk before heading home, it shows she wants to make the most of the moment without interference from others. This initiative to prolong the interaction is a subtle invitation for you to take the lead and seize the opportunity. The best way to react is to accept these suggestions naturally and confidently, without making it seem like you're overanalyzing the situation. Propose something aligned with the context, like a more private place to continue the conversation. This shows you've noticed her move and are willing to act. Imagine having the secret to making any woman fall deeply in love with you in the palm of your hand. Yes, it's real, and it's within your reach with the obsession method. This revolutionary method promises something few can achieve, awakening a deep, irresistible desire that makes her want to be by your side without hesitation. No complicated tricks, no radical changes, just a set of precise techniques that naturally and powerfully ignite feminine desire. Think about how it would feel to know you can win over anyone you want without relying on luck or frustrating attempts. With the obsession method, you don't need to be the most handsome or the richest. All you need is access to the step-by-step guide to creating this intense, passionate connection. It's time to turn this promise into reality and join an exclusive group of men who have discovered the true secret of attraction. Click the link below in the comments and start making this change today. Sign number 7, touches that speak louder than words. When touch enters the interaction, it transcends any conversation or gesture. A subtle, seemingly casual touch can carry a powerful message of attraction. Interested women often use this tool to test the waters and create a physical bond. It's not just about proximity, it's about the intention behind the contact, something that says far more than words could. Imagine you're chatting, and during the conversation, she gently touches your arm while laughing or emphasizing a point. That touch isn't accidental. It's a way to gauge your receptiveness and reinforce the connection. Even more revealing is when the contact is repeated throughout the interaction. Each touch is a step closer to creating an intimate atmosphere. Another type of touch to watch for is one accompanied by an excuse, like, "Let me see your bracelet," or "Did you know your hands are cold?" These gestures might seem innocent, but are actually invitations to establish a more sensory connection. Touch is a powerful way to create tension and generate a feeling of closeness that words can rarely achieve. To respond, it's essential to stay natural. If you notice these touches, show that you're comfortable and, at appropriate moments, lightly reciprocate. Avoid overdoing it or making abrupt moves. Subtlety is what makes this game so attractive. Touches have the power to open doors that were already slightly ajar. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and make sure to check out the next video now playing on your screen.